Okay, hello, Oliver. Thank you for giving your precious time to us, says Gaure. I think that Gaurav. Okay. My question is in broad aspect, how many demons do we have to eliminate before becoming profitable? That there is no special formula for how many errors or demons you have to remove. This is individual again. Trading is individualistic in nature, right? So everyone's comes to the game with a completely unique set of demons. They come to the game with a unique set of baggage, different luggage, different problems. Some people are more disciplined than others naturally. Some people defy authority more, can't follow the rules. And, so everyone's different. It depends on you. Now, what you have to do is you have to find your biggest demon. That's the number one goal for every developing trader. You have to always know what's contributing the most to your losses. You might have 8 things that are loss contributors, but which one's the biggest? You understand? And so you shouldn't be working on all of them at the same time. You can't kill 8 demons at the same time. You can only kill them one by one. But if you take the leader out, if you take the biggest problem you have out, that's where you get an exponential jump or an improvement in your trading. And a lot of times by killing that bigger one, you weaken the lesser ones at the same time, making them easy to fall over. All right. And I'm constantly reminding my traders of this. There are things that you have to always know in order to make every week of your life productive. Like, you've got to know what contributed to the vast majority of your losses last week. If you don't know that, if you don't have that nailed down, how do you improve the following week? You've got to know what was it that contributed to the vast majority of my losses last week. You've got to know things like, what's my average losing trade last week? What is that number? Let's say your average loss losing trade is $120. So you lost some more than 120, some less than 120, but the average came out to 120. And let's say you really want to get that down to 100. Well, now you have a mission starting Monday the following week to make sure that every loss is no greater than 120, which would probably bring that average down closer to 100. So now 120 becomes your max, not the middle. You see, last week 120 was the middle. Now you're going to make 120 the maximum. You're going to bring that middle down quite a bit. And this means that when you do things like this, every trade will have a purpose beyond making money. You see, most people out there just want to make money, Oliver. But that's not enough to get good at this. Your trades have to have an individual purpose that is beyond, I just want it to work. That's too general. That's too vague. All right. So if in this case, the trader is trying to get the average from 120 down to 100, every trade is now focused on that. I got to make sure I don't lose more than 120 on this trade. And so it's not just about making money. It's about using that trade as a tool to get better, to improve your statistics. And you can't improve your statistics every single week and not get better at this. It's impossible. That's the beautiful thing. That should be encouraging to all of you. If you focus on how do I become just a little bit better? How do I make my numbers a little bit better this week? If you do that every week, you can't not get better. It's impossible. It's impossible not to improve. But the problem is that many of you are just, nonchalantly moving into, Monday becomes Tuesday, becomes Wednesday with the same general, I just want to be better. But that's not enough. It's not enough to just hope that this trade is different from last trade. You've got to work at it. And it's got to be something specific that you have written down. Like, I'm getting that 120 down to 100 this week. every trade now has that specific purpose. So you've got to know things like, what's my average losing trade? What's my average winning trade? Maybe you have to work on holding your winning plays a little bit longer. They're too tiny. They're too small. Well, do you think that that just falls out of the sky one day all by itself? No, you have to specifically sit down one week and say, I'm going to focus on every winning trade being held longer. What's your average time? What's the average time you're in a trade? Is that 8 minutes, 12 minutes, 16 minutes? You should know this. You can't know who you are as a trader without knowing these statistics. You are your statistics. What tactic is delivering the best? What tactic is delivering the worst? Which stock is delivering the vast majority of your losses? Which stock is delivering the vast majority of your wins? What time of day do you trade the best in? Is the open killing you and the rest of the day better? Is the middle of the day bad for you, but the beginning of the day isn't? You have to know these things. What price range delivers the best for you? Is it the lower price stocks, the medium price stocks, or the higher price stocks? Do you understand this? Where are you the best with size? Are you better as a 1-lot trader, 2-lot trader, 3-lot trader? Are you a better size player than you are a light trader? Do you understand what I'm saying? Which one of your tactics is hurting you? You know, sometimes removing what is not good is easier than trying to make what is not good better. Sometimes accentuating what is working is easier than trying to shore up what is not working. All of this is the work, traders. It doesn't just appear just because you're randomly making trades. You've got to write things down. You've got to journal. You've got to keep your statistics. You got to be like baseball. They keep freaking statistics for everything. That was the 19th time this month he wore those pair of socks. You know, they keep track of every freaking thing. That's how you have to be. You have to be like the baseball industry with your trading. Every single minute statistic needs to be known. All right? Traders are we're superstitious like that. Like I had $18,000 day. I asked myself, like, shoot, man, what socks did I have on today, man? I'm wearing those the rest of the week. It was the socks. We're like that. We're a suspicious bunch, you know? All right, guys, let me take some questions from here to what time we got. We got a couple more minutes here. All right. Shailesh is saying, Shailesh B is saying, I made more money using elephant bars than any other strategy out in the market. Thank you, Oliver. Awesome. So you're an elephant bar hunter. I love elephant bar hunters. All right. What's interesting about elephant bars traders is that they represent 60% of all of your trades. All right. So I teach my traders that. All right. 60% of your trades are going to be elephant bar based. All right. So